Hello and welcome to the Fit Executive Show. Your host, Arne Wildner, lost 50 pounds himself before helping hundreds of other entrepreneurs and executives sustainably lose weight and take charge of their health. In the Fit Executive Show, you'll learn field-tested weight loss strategies and how to effectively juggle your successful life and staying fit at the same time. Please welcome your host, Arne Wildner.
Chad, welcome to the show. How are you doing, man?
Thanks, Arne. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Thank you for asking. Fantastic. Lots of liquid sunshine here in Ottawa. The story behind this wording is I was working in a cafe one day in Hamburg and it was raining cats and dogs outside and everything was blowing away and the umbrellas were upside down and then there were two rather big, super happy ladies. And I was asking them, hey, why are you so happy? They were laughing their asses off. And they were like, we're from the Dominican Republic. And where we are from, it only rains maybe a week or two per year. So when it does rain, we call it the liquid sunshine. So yeah, I'm having the sunshine in my heart.
Awesome. Yeah. We are getting that too.
You live by the coast, right? Give us a little intro. Who are you? What do you do?
Sure.
What does your life look like?
Sure. So yeah, I'm CEO here at Subsea Imaging. I live in Newfoundland. A company operates in Newfoundland. We're Canadian though. We got employees across Canada.
How many employees do you have right now?
26.
26? Nice one.
Working on, and we got 30 agents around the world and other companies that we're working with. So my company does a lot of underwater technology, underwater cameras and lasers and software as well.
Awesome.
And it's around exploration and offshore energy, oil and gas and wind, but also science, impact studies, assessments, environmental work as well.
Awesome. So you make the world a better place, environmental wise. Yeah, hopefully. And you're not only a businessman, you're also a family man. Your wife just joined, Judy. Hello, if you hear this, welcome to the team here. But you also have kids. What does your family life look like?
Yeah, so my son's 14, my daughter's 12. They are involved sometimes begrudgingly in fitness as well. They do cross-country skiing or Nordic skiing. They run with me sometimes. My daughter is in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and they're fairly fit kids. And we try to make that a key part of the home life because a healthy body is a healthy mind and their minds are growing and it's very important right now. We've been getting better at that as well since I've joined this program and my wife is fully on board as well, the mindset. So it's all up from here.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, your kids were, if I remember correctly, they were one or two of the main reasons why you joined our team, right? Why you joined Fit Executive Co. You wanted to be a better role model, be in better shape, and have them following in your footsteps as an active leader, right? But yeah, walk us through, what did your situation look like?
So go back 6 months ago and I was super busy at work as I usually am. And I've always, for like 15 years now, I've prioritized work over almost everything else. So I'd get home by the end of the day, usually get home late, like 5, 6 o'clock, totally exhausted, mentally exhausted, no room left in my mental bandwidth or physical bandwidth to do anything besides just try to get the kids ready for bed and then maybe, hang out a little bit with them before bed, but like not much gas left in the tank, right? And that was definitely my main reason for wanting to get in better fitness, better mental shape, right? So fast forward to now, and yeah, I get home and I'm not exhausted, but I also sometimes I get home early now as well. Like I'm working more efficiently. And I'm getting more time back and I've got a change in mindset, which is great. So, and I'm calmer, I'm easier to get along with, I hope. And yeah, it's just, everything's a lot more positive.
Fantastic. Yeah, you were not overweight by any means before you joined. Like, what was bothering you about your body back then? And what goals did you have when you joined?
Sure, yeah. So going back a few years ago, I've had some knee troubles. I I've been an avid runner, but I've never really truly trained
Mm-hmm.
like with a trainer and had a plan, and I just
Mm-hmm.
go run.
Mm-hmm.
I do
Mm-hmm.
stretches and warm up a little bit, but it was all self-taught, and I wasn't doing it right, obviously. But I was also not sleeping enough, not eating enough protein. I actually deliberately didn't used to eat much protein. I
Mm-hmm.
misunderstood the science behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't getting enough protein. I was running wrong. I was not sleeping enough. I wasn't getting the right nutrients, right? I was eating
Mm-hmm.
maybe some foods that were causing inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And it all led to like when I'd run, it would hurt my
Mm-hmm.
knees a lot. I was seeing physiotherapists as well, and he did prescribe me some exercises that worked, but I found it hard to stick to it. And my knees were getting progressively worse over the course of years. And so, fast forward to now, and after doing the program for 3 months this summer and getting everything tuned up and working with John, the trainer there, who developed a great running plan for me and everything, I did a run that was always on my bucket list,
Okay.
and I did it with absolutely no pain. And
Awesome, man.
yeah,
Awesome.
I sprinted up Signal Hill here in Newfoundland, which is it's a 1 mile uphill, and I had a great time. And I wasn't even really like, usually when I'd finish a run, I'd be completely exhausted, out of breath, and falling, like wanting to fall down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just felt great.
Yeah.
It was like night and day. It was really cool.
Awesome, man. Awesome. In terms of body composition, as far as I remember, you wanted to drop some fat and you wanted to build some lean muscle, mostly around the upper body. How did that work out?
Yeah, so far so good. So
You
like,
look shredded, man. You look shredded. I've seen pictures of you. Like so far, so good. Yeah. So you are a machine, man. You are a machine.
I'm probably in the best shape. Like when I was 18, I was in
Yeah.
really good shape. I was in the Navy, I was a diver. But looking back at some of the pictures, I had a lot more fat on me. I was 185, so I
Yeah.
did have a fair bit of muscle on me then too, but I wasn't lean. And from the time, like I'm 41 now, so between then and now, there's been periods of time when I've been in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was running a lot, like I did an ultra marathon in 2022, a 50K off trail ultra, and I was training for that, and I lost a lot of weight,
Mm-hmm.
but I also lost all my upper body. I lost my
Yeah.
chest muscles, my pecs, and everything. And I wasn't, because I didn't understand the science behind it, I wasn't eating the right mix of foods and getting protein in. So
Yeah.
basically, my body recycled my upper body muscles
Yeah.
and built more legs. My legs were
Yeah.
huge, and my legs and butt were huge, but my chest and my back and everything got smaller. My arms. So now though, with the training plan where I'm doing 2 to 3 workouts a week and 2 runs a week,
Mm-hmm.
balance, and I'm aiming for like more of like an athletic build, I guess, like just
Mm-hmm.
all around, not the best at anything.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be the best. I'm just trying to feel good, right? So
Well rounded. Yeah, yeah. Well rounded.
yeah,
Yeah,
well-rounded build.
like an executive athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. And how did we do it? How did you do it, right? What steps did we implement here?
So there's a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, right? So
Mm-hmm.
but you got all the material there to consume to really start understanding it. So there's a lot of good videos. You really got to just put the time in to sit down and go through it.
Mm-hmm.
Build out your, success manifesto to really answer the why,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Mm-hmm.
then start understanding the science, and you've done a good job, Arne, of like distilling all that science down to some, bite-size videos that you can
Mm-hmm.
listen to, or
Mm-hmm.
I listen to most of them. I didn't sit down and watch them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start filling in what's it called? The spreadsheet with that specific metabolic metric scorecard. There you go. You
Yes.
start filling in the scorecard, right, every day, because the short-term trends, you can't see them. You can only see the long-term trends, really, right? Like
Uh,
it's the
uh,
averages over time you're looking at.
yeah.
And as you start seeing those changes come into effect. And as you start feeling stronger and you're putting your weight that you're lifting, a number of reps that you're lifting into your training plan, you start seeing that you're getting stronger, even though like if you were just thinking about it week over week, you can't see it. Like if you add a rep, right, you're not going to really remember 2 weeks from now that you added that rep or you added 5 pounds, right? You know roughly that you're getting heavier weights, but you can directly see. You could even plot a chart if you really wanted to, right, of the trend line. And then with the weekly tracking sheet check-in, right, you can see the body composition change over time, and you can really see. And then the pictures. The pictures are necessary too. I was skeptical of that first. Like, I didn't really want to take pictures of myself. It just seems so, I don't know, lame or something. But now looking back, it's so important to be able to see the changes, even if you're the only person, I'm the only person seeing it, right? It's just super necessary to see your change over time. And now even after I've reached a goal, I don't want to fall off the wagon, so I'm continuing to put it all in. And I can see like I'm following a bit of a curve, a hysteresis of like, okay, I'm going down a little. Oh, okay, I need to make some adjustments. Maybe I'm eating, my calories are a little too up this week. Adjust them a little bit because I'm on the other side of the first 3 months now where my calories are amped up and I'm doing a lot of activities, so I can eat a fair bit. I can eat almost anything I want. But like any person, I've got a tendency to go overboard sometimes. So then I got to correct it and bring it back, right? So just tracking it keeps you on track. So it's great.
Yeah, I think it's the metabolic metrics scorecard is a great tool for self-accountability, but also for us coaches to see, okay, where are the patterns? What does the data tell us? What do we need to optimize? What do we need to tweak, right? And then doing this week after week after week, it in the beginning, it feels like nothing is happening, right? But when you look at it on a monthly basis or even on a bi-monthly basis, now you've been with us for 5 months, I think, 5 months, almost half a year.
I only know in weeks because that's what the thing. 21 weeks according to the
21
thing.
weeks. Yeah. Okay. So almost 6 months now. So yeah, looking at the before and afters, it's a significant difference. You didn't lose that much weight, but your body fat went down. Like you're shredded right now.
I
And
gained weight actually.
you gained weight. Okay.
Yes.
So yes, but you did not gain an ounce of fat. You lost the fat and you gained the muscle mass, which is kind of like the ideal scenario. But this is like we've hit the sweet spot in terms of the calorie intake, the protein intake, the carb intake, carb timing, all of that. It all matters to some degree. So what were your highlights so far? Like your mental or also physical breakthroughs that you're the most proud of?
So running without pain. I love running. Like I've tried bike riding. I like Nordic skiing as well, but I like long distance cardio, I guess, right? And doing that without pain. I honestly thought my running days were over before I started this program. I actually thought I was done. I was even saying it to Judy, like had a couple of moments where like I had to sit down and just talk about it. Like I think I can't run anymore. I think I'm done. And when I started doing the strength training, I was like, okay, this is an acceptable substitute. I started enjoying it. But then a month in or 6 weeks in or whatever, when running got added to it based on my request, I started finding because of the strength training, I was getting my knees back. So that's been a massive milestone, being able to run again and doing one of the hardest runs on the East Coast of Canada, one of the hardest 20K road runs. Because there's 500 meters of elevation change inside of the 20K as well, and some super steep hills. I thought my knees were going to be destroyed when I got to the end of that, and it was amazing. So I was flying on. I was on cloud 9 after that, and I did the run with my brother too. He signed me up for it, and I thought it was too early to do it too, but I did it because he was doing it. And it was just amazing, and just consistently getting home after work and not being exhausted.
Yeah.
It's great.
Having your energy back.
Yep. And I've had remarks from people here that I just seem really calm and centered. So
okay. Cool. Yeah, you probably also make better decisions now, right? It just happens when you transform your body and you're aligned with your values and you're aligned with your long-term goals, that people can see that in you. And everybody knows you cannot really buy a six pack, right? So you have to put in lots of work, and this is what they see in you, the amount of self-love and self-respect and self-discipline. No one can ever buy this. You have to work hard for this. So this is, yeah, how does this show up in your business life?
So like less reactions, less reactions and less like having less cleanup from reactions, right? So like when I'm in kind of high level conversations with leadership team and we go into a topic that we don't need to, instead of getting a little frustrated that we're going places we don't need to and we're wasting time, we'll just wait. I can just wait and see, right? It's not necessary to be so reactive.
Yeah.
And my mind is not jumping to those
Yeah.
reactions anymore. I'm finding I'm calmer, I'm easier going, and
Yeah.
therefore there's less wasted time. Actually, like I was focused on the wrong things sometimes. I was focused on, hey, we're wasting time. Let's cut to the chase. But by doing that, you end up wasting time because then it creates drama, perhaps, right? And yeah, so that doesn't happen. It's a lot smoother here.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to build out our internal strategy team actually with the leadership here, and things are starting to get smoother and smoother. And I'm person in charge, I'm the CEO. So if it wasn't smooth, it's on me.
Yeah. So you're a better leader because of the level of confidence that you've gained and the level of calmness and collectedness. That's
Time will tell.
awesome. The time will tell. Time will tell.
Yes.
How does it show up in your family life? Like what were the reactions so far from your kids and from your wife Judy?
So from the kids, like they see me working out. My daughter's joined me for a couple workouts. My son's not there yet. He's hit that teenage spot of anxiety and that personality he's working through.
He's observing it. He's observing every move that you make, and it's a slow burn, but he's coming. He's coming. He's catching fire. He's catching fire. Yeah.
He's gone on a few runs with me, but he hasn't worked out with me yet. But
Okay.
my daughter's working out with me every now and then.
Cool.
So she'll come out and jump on the chin-up bar, or like she's done some squats and stuff, and that's good. My son, we put in a new rule around screen time, so he got to do push-ups, sit-ups, and squats.
Oh, cool.
In order to get a minute of screen time, so that's good. So and he was super resistant to that a few weeks ago, but it's become normal now for him. So he just comes out and busts out. So if he wants another half hour, you got to bust out some squats and sit-ups and stuff. Yeah, he's doing it.
Getting jacked for TV time. Awesome.
He's still resentful for it, right? Yeah. You don't get his free screen time anymore, but yeah. So that's come from this indirectly, right? And my wife is really appreciating it. She's she's seen the benefit of it. She's understood it. I've watched some of the videos with her as well, right? Like I've screencast them onto the TV and we watched them together just to start getting the mindset there together, right? And I think she's in.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
Did you have any doubts before joining Fit Executive Co?
I had reservations about the amount of work required in the beginning, right? Because it's new and there was a lot, but it wasn't as much as I thought it was. It didn't take as long as I thought it would, and it's just habit forming, right? But no, this is what I've known I needed, and I've never taken the leap to get that accountability or accountability system, right? So yeah, no doubts about like the why. Totally understood, but the how is different. It's really different. It's interesting. I'm totally on board now. Was probably 50% on board week 1, right? 60 week 2, and every 10% after that, right? It just by month 2, I was fully in.
Yeah. Many people before they join, they think, oh, I gotta be all or nothing about this, because this all or nothing mentality is what's working in business oftentimes, right? You can push out those 12, 14, 16-hour days your body doesn't work this way, and it has to be
Right.
like your health system, your fitness system has to be integrated. It cannot be painful. Like in terms of the nutrition, yes, you've mentioned eating more protein, but was there much sacrifice in terms of the nutrition, for example?
No, not really. There was so like I've gone through periods of like cutting out things completely
Mm-hmm.
in the past. We cut out alcohol completely a couple years ago. So actually that was easy, that part. But like potato chips have been my go-to just stress binge, I guess, right? And but I didn't realize how bad it was from a nutrient or like a macro level until I started tracking stuff in the MyFitnessPal app,
Mm-hmm.
right? And once you see that, that tablespoon of olive oil or that, half a bag of potato chips just completely destroys your goals for the day, you're a lot less inclined to open the bag or even go buy it at the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
And once you start seeing those changes or what the true cost of things are,
Yeah.
then it starts change. You start making different decisions about what you
Uh,
buy.
uh,
And it wasn't hard for me anyways after a while it
mm,
wasn't hard to cut those things out. i
yeah.
didn't I didn't find the first few months as hard as what you said in like in some of the videos you're talking about, how like you're going to go through this certain like low point at this month. And I saw that it was coming, but I didn't hit it because it was
Hmm.
I was on board fully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Awesome, awesome, man. Yeah, just to clarify, you were still allowed to eat potato chips. You just
yeah.
chose not to because you realized that they are coming at such a high cost in terms of the calories and in terms of also they are not the most nutritious things, but wha are you enjoying your new nutrition system here?
Yes, totally. Yes, wholeheartedly. Also, after the first few months, you go into what's it called, a reverse diet too,
The
right?
reverse
And
diet.
it gets way, way easier, right?
Yeah.
And in 9 months from now, I'll do another 3 month cleanup, right?
Uh-huh.
Cleanup phase of going back to like a,
Mm-hmm.
2000 or 2200 to 2400 calorie
Mm-hmm.
diet. But no, I don't find it hard. I find it great. It's easier. It just gets really easy. Becomes common sense. It goes
Mm-hmm.
from something you need to learn to just complete common sense in it. And you forget that you didn't know or you
Mm-hmm.
didn't do this any. You know what I mean? It's just part of what you do every day.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome, man. Would you recommend working with Fit Executive Co? If you're a business owner, if you're an executive who's kind of like unhappy with their physical situation, their body, their energy levels, do you think this is worth exploring?
I 100% think it's a great idea. I think it's almost like I almost feel like it should be prescribed curriculum for executives. And I've been even thinking about like even kids in school, like this stuff it should be common knowledge for everybody, right? It really should, and it gives you such an edge in life, and it removes a lot of wasted time and stress, right? So
Mm,
this is just as important as any other course you do as an executive. It in the beginning, it is like if you could do this, if you had this on year one of your business, the amount of gains like you would make and the amount of better decisions it's unmeasurable how many
mm,
better decisions I would have made over the last 15 years if I was in a better physical and mental
mm,
place, right? Yeah, I would say I wouldn't just recommend it. I'd almost say is like if you need this, if your goal is to run a, company really well and grow and also show up at home, you can't do that by getting takeout every day and just working constantly and just working harder. You got to work smarter.
yeah, yeah. Okay, awesome. What would you say to someone who's sitting on the fence right now and they're like, ah, but my life is so busy and I have all these other projects and priorities. Like, what would you say to someone? What would you say to yourself like a couple of months ago? Now that
Yeah, I mean, I did the same thing. I think when I started talking to you, it would have been like
yeah.
April, and I said I can't even look at this till June, and then it was July before I actually started. Yeah, if you don't have time for this, what do you have time for? Right? It's not actually that much time. It's you can choose how many meeting or how many little Zoom meets you want a week. They're only a half hour. Usually it's one every 1 week or every 2 weeks. 45 minutes. Who doesn't have 45 minutes twice a week or 2 to 3 times a week for a workout? Who doesn't have 15 to 20 minutes a day to track things, and which becomes maybe 5 to 10 minutes a day, down to 5 minutes a day once you really get efficient at it? Come on, nobody doesn't have that time. And what's more important than your health, right? There's not much, right, out there more important. Like if you're prioritizing your business, growing your business over your health, you can maintain that maybe for like a year, like before you start falling apart and fraying at the seams. And you may not even know it because you're in so deep into that business and the work. And I was working 50, 60, 70-hour weeks my first 3, 4, 5 years of running this business. And it's just not sustainable. And this kind of retrains your brain into doing things in a sustainable fashion. And you start to realize, there's a better way. Did that answer it?
That answers it. Yeah, I read a quote this morning. The healthy person has a million dreams. The unhealthy person only has one dream, and that's getting their health back, right? So yeah, that's super inspiring. I love your story. I think it's like everybody should hear it. So if you're hearing this right now, dear listener, please share this. Chad, where can people find you to learn more about you? If they have a marine business and they want to do business with you, where can they find you?
So just Google subsea imaging, SUBC imaging, or go to subseaimaging.com and check us out. We're on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram as well. And we've got a lot of really cool articles, cool videos with underwater footage. So if you're interested in that type of thing, there's a lot of content, and we have some cool looking products as well.
Fantastic. Awesome. Final words for today's show?
Yeah, I'd say give it a try. I mean, start with small changes, right? If you feel like you can't take a full leap, make a change, map out some changes till you can, you know what I mean? Work your way up to it and just join and do it. And then someone will help you map out changes over time, right? It's a game changer.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I really appreciate you hopping on and sharing all of this with us. And yeah, you got a long, long life ahead of you where you get to make those changes and you get to act as a role model for everybody who's around you and inspire more people. So thank you. Thank you, Chad.
No, thank you. This is awesome.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Okay.
Best of luck. Have a great day.
And that's it for today's show. Thank you for spending your valuable time with us. If you want to lose weight but don't want to do it all by yourself, go to arniewildner.com/call and book an appointment for a free 15-minute phone call with us where we'll look at your situation, your obstacles, and your goals to find out if and how we can help you.